So we got to go ahead and talk about this whole situation in which Cam, he ended up talking about Pac-Man Jones, where at one point there was a Friday show that was part of his network, but eventually that ended up getting canceled. And let's just say the way Cam describes it, Pac-Man did not take too kindly to the show's cancellation.
I don't have a problem with Pac-Man. The numbers just wasn't working out. And then the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks, we've been traveling, me, Mason Stat. So we have, if you shout out to the Is What It Is fans who've been asking what's going on with Friday's show. We haven't even shot Friday's show. But what happened was Pac-Man got upset on one of the episodes. He said that I talked about some money shit to him. And so he called me, him and Mace was on the call. And he called screaming and yelling at me, yo, I ain't no little nigga, I ain't your little nigga, da 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 da. And I was like, no problem. If you feel away, I apologize for you feeling away. I didn't intend to make you feel away. And fuck that. I hear you, but fuck the apology, da da da. I said, all right, cool, my nigga. I'm not emotional. It's business. So we shot an episode after that. So we had the phone call, we cursed me out and did all this other shit. Then we shot an episode. And just going by the analytics, the numbers aren't good. Not because I'm not blaming Pac-Man or anything else, just our Friday numbers wasn't good the rest of the week. So we had to make a business decision and say, what are we going to do with Friday's show? And we haven't decided what we're going to do with Friday's show until last week. But he went on his page and went on a tirade. Cam don't want me on the show. He only tagged me. Cam a bitch ass nigga, this, that, and the third, yada, yada, yada. I ain't no fuck nigga. He mad because I cursed him out. I'm not mad. I don't do emotional. I'm not. It's all business for me. So if he thought that was the reason that he hasn't been on the show, it's absolutely not. I didn't negotiate a deal with Pac-Man. I negotiate deals with certain people and Mason negotiates a deal with certain people. That particular deal with Pac-Man, Mason negotiated that deal with Pac-Man. The money, the days he would come on, everything else, I had nothing to do with that. And sometimes I negotiate deals and let Mason know what's going on. You know, me and Mace work hand in hand. Yeah. He tells me stuff, I tell him stuff. But as far as the Pac-Man deal, I had nothing to do with it. But yeah, he went on a tirade on his page saying I'm a sucker, I'm not the culture, everything else. Has some diss records too. Mark Goodness style.
Everybody want battle.
Yeah, everybody want battle me. And I didn't pay no mind because it wasn't personal for me. I ain't got no problem with that nigga. Words don't really bother me. So at the end of the day, thank you for participating on the show, but I didn't hire nor fire you. That was business that Mace conducted.
I don't understand why Pac-Man would, be so bent out of shape of, not being able to do the show no more because it's just not doing any well. It's no different than if you work for any other job and if you're not performing up to par at a certain position, they're gonna let you go. You're not supposed to, be all calling, screaming, yelling, cussing your boss out because you got fired. Or in this case, people didn't really care to watch the Friday show. So why are you so bent out of shape about something that's business related? And I fuck with Pac-Man, but he's too old to be really acting the way he's acting. I mean, did he act this way when Cincinnati cut him loose? Did he act this way when he no longer was wrestling with TNA? I'd really want to know the answer to that question. Because if you was acting all cordial with them, like, okay, thank you for giving me this opportunity, this, day, and the third, with a wrestling promotion and with the Bengals, then why are you so bent out of shape about Cam's show? Now, Pac-Man must have deleted any, shots he may have fired at Cam from his Instagram because I went to his page and couldn't find a lick. Why would you wig out with them when business goes south and nobody disrespects you? But when it comes to other promotions that is ran and operated by certain people, you know how to talk to them. When it comes to Cam and Mace, you feel like you want to talk out of your neck. That's crazy. And if he hasn't apologized, I think he ought to apologize because Pac-Man is too beloved to be, on the internet acting the way he's acting. Instead of doing what he did, he should just reach out to both of them and been like, you know what? I thank you for this opportunity. It was cool being part of something big like this, and go off do somewhere else. Like, bro, you do realize Cam and Mace got a network of people, right? Who, I'm not saying they would do this, but if you were to ever try to list them down as a job reference, let's say, you wouldn't be a good recommendation if you get my drift. Like if you wanted to work for NFL Network, if you wanted to, I don't know, work at ESPN, that's probably out the window at this point. And especially now that Cam has done, shed some light on this whole thing, it kind of makes prospective employers kind of look at you a certain way. Like, well, we did hear about, you talking crazy to Cam, so we want to know a little bit more about that from your perspective. That sort of thing. Just be on your P's and Q's type of shit, just to cover any X's and O's on the playbook. All in all, this is very disappointing to see from the part of Pac-Man Jones, and I hope at this point, by the time of this recording, shit has been squashed. But y'all let me know what you think about this in the comments below. Till next time, I'll see y'all in the next video.